Douk Audio Q11, first impression. Well, not gonna lie, I used Randy, the cheap audio man's advice, and I completely used Tool Chocolate Chip Trip to see exactly what it would do. Now, Weem Ultra connected to SMSL PO100, Pro connected to the Douk Audio Q11. Now on the Q11 you have an ESS Saber DAC. I think it's a 9038 blah 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 2QM whatever. It's not the Pro. I want to try the Pro. I noticed that DAC is not as harsh on the top end as it is in the Weem Ultra Streamer without any little tiny cheap jewelry connected to it, if you will. I then tested the AKM side of the DAC chip, and just like Randy said, it turned. I have a high-end preamp, I have a high-end amplifier, 220 watts per side, and it just turned back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, front and back, front and back, front and back presentation of that song, which is a wicked song because Danny Carey is probably one of the best drummers on the planet, in my opinion. And I just fucking love Tool, and I don't really care what anyone says. That song particularly is not my favorite song on the album, simply because it's a drum solo. He uses his little harmonizer or whatever it is. And it can probably be to probably 80 to 70 to 80% of people, that song could be just pure noise, like just pure noise, unless you know what you're listening to and the artist you're listening to it on. Okay, so I was spectacularly impressed with the AKM side of that DAC. You can merge the two DACs, so it's DAC on DAC with the ESS Saber and the AKM chip. I don't know. That's a tough one. First of all, this is just a preliminary. I had some fun with it yesterday. I was going to go buy a DVD player that can play SACDs, but I was doing so much research on the fact, or will it play SACDs through the coaxial versus the HDMI. And you know that I put it out to Facebook, the SACD community. I've got some mixed reviews, excellent comments. Everyone's been polite, been nice, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, regardless, this isn't really about that. I tried the same song on the upstairs Onkyo receiver. Not the same results. I mean, and I've got way more speakers going on and not the same results. No back and forth, no front and back. And that's an RZ50, so that's no joke. That's a serious AVR. I also tried it on my car this morning, which is loaded with speakers, Harman, Alpine system, fairly decent, and once again, no really back and forth, no forward back. And I know this has got a great DAC chip in it, but right now I'm on AKM. I'm on Team AKM, so you'll have more results. But I think that every song that I played, especially female voices, the AKM was a little less, because I like horn speakers, so it was a little less to my ears. And that to me is everything. So I just don't like fucking ears burning right off or right in or whatever. My Apple Watch went off a few times because I did listen to it over 90 dB for over half an hour. This was probably a 2-hour test, and right on, man. It's an interesting little DAC. I don't know if it's going to be my DAC for life, but like I said before, I'm on a DAC adventure, and I ain't starting out at the $3,000 mark. I'm starting out at the cheap mark so that I can prove to myself that a DAC works. My next test will be a ladder DAC. Anyway, this is VSP, and I'm out.